What's going on, guys and gals, and welcome to Good Reel Hunting. We have the good reels, so you don't have to. It's your boy Brad, the Brett Manager over here. Chris is underneath us. The Northman just came out, so it's time to rank all three Robert Eggers movies. We've reviewed them all. Now it's time to rank them all. That link will be over Brett's head for those previous reviews. But today, let's see which one's our favorite, and which one's our least favorite, and which one's in the middle.
Oh man, I can't even begin to tell you, because this one's going to be a hard one to rank, just because all three are really damn good. I have an idea which direction I want to go to, but this can easily change in the future.
I think there's a good chance that my ranking today is not going to be the same next time we do this. It's just, I just don't think it's kind of like when we did the Batman. It's like the top four are so good right here. All three of these are so good. And they've all been in all three positions trying to come up with this list.
But Chris, are you ready to rank these bad boys?
Yes.
Yay. Yay. So, all right, guys. How we're gonna do this is we'll go from 3 to 1, and then we will do a circle. So we'll let's do Brad. Oh my gosh, no jerk. We'll do Brad. We'll do
all right,
me.
I'll be over in a second.
Anywho, we'll do Brad, then me, then Chris, and so on. So, Brad, start us off. What is your number 3 Robert Eggers movie?
So this is one I have figured out easily. It's going to be The Lighthouse for me. I really, really dig this movie still. Again, all of these movies are nearly like pitch perfect 5 out of 5s. On some days they might be. But today the Witch is good, the Lighthouse is going to be in last place because just because I think there's just not as much here going on as there is in either of the other two movies as far as stuff to sink your teeth in to meet in the story. Like, it's just two dudes in a lighthouse. It's great. I love the story. It's a fantastic ride every time. Weird shit hits the fan, but it's just, it's probably the least rewatchable of these three movies for me.
Hell yeah. I'm going to just piggyback or just ride of what you exactly just said, because my number 3 also is The Lighthouse. Absolutely love the performances of Robert Pattinson and William Dafoe. I thought they were absolutely great, and just watching those two just being just watching those guys just being weird as shit, at least they can make it entertaining. But just some parts of it I was not fond of. But
you're not fond of the lobster.
Yeah, not fond of me lobster. But no, there was just times where The Lighthouse just got what we call too damn weird for me. But I still absolutely love it. It's such a damn good film. So, but it is my number 3.
Damn it. I thought that I was going to be the only one in that category, but now that you two have spilled your fucking beans, it looks like we're all in the same boat. The Lighthouse is my number 3 of this batch here as well. For all the reasons you guys said, I actually think that it's a great amount of weird, but like Brad said, it's also it's kind of like something you want to revisit on occasion. You go back and rewatch it. Not something that you would go back to the well over and over again for. So, it's number 3 for me.
Alrighty, Brad, what is your number 2?
Probably the best movie I've ever put in my last place ranking. But either way, number 2 for me, this is where it gets really tough for me, is these two movies, because I think they're both fantastic. For today's ranking, ask me again next year or next time we get one of these movies, it might change. But for today's ranking, The Witch is going to go in this spot. And this is, again, I said it the other day, The Witch gets better every time I watch it. So there's a decent chance it's going to take number 1 at one point. Maybe it's just because the Northman's the new thing. I don't know. But right now, The Witch is number 2. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's just a matter of its competition at this point. I absolutely love the movie. And the reason it's 2 instead of 1 is, again, maybe not as rewatchable as my number 1 pick, because it is, it's more of a slower burn. It's fantastic, but it's a slower burn kind of, and there's not as much going on in the movie. It's just a kind of a one family isolated event, and it's not as well rewatchable, I don't think.
All right. With my number two, again, both of these movies are absolutely great. It's just where I'm going to give advantage of one over the other is a certain Victoria's Secret model. So my number two is going to be The Northman. Again, I think this is absolutely a damn good film. I do actually like Robert Eggers tackling like an action type movie. And plus he just makes me like think Vikings are such badass people again. So thank you, Robert Eggers, for doing that. But I still have some minor issues with the movie where it's not perfect than my number one. But definitely the Northman to me is still a huge success for Robert Eggers.
Yeah, and it looks like we're gonna have the same ranking here, Birdie. Northman is my number two as well. It could have been number three if it hadn't been for the Lighthouse.
Lobster.
It's the lobster. And the goddamn fights. But outside of those two things, this one could have slid in there as well. But Northman, number two for me. Shark genitals, man.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I battled. Northman for me is my number one. I had it. It's been number two a lot of times in my mind trying to put this thing together. At this very moment, it's one. I just for the sake of being more, there's more going on. It's a bigger story. It feels good, but it still has that Robert Eggers feel to it that I love, and I just I love everything about it. It's such a good time. It's to me, it's a little bit faster paced than The Witch, and for that reason, it's here. It's just bigger. It's it's more grander, and I'll see myself going back to this more often than the other two.
All right, absolutely nothing wrong with that. Because again, like I might have a new love for the Northman. Like when I get that sucker on Blu-ray and all that, and just watch it, I might have a different opinion on it. It could pop up to number one, but as of right now, my number one is The Witch. Just because I absolutely was just so into the story. Absolutely, it's a slow burn, but actually for me, it's a slow burn, but absolutely works. They take their time developing that story and with a huge payoff within the third act. And plus Anya Taylor-Joy, that is her first actual big role in cinema, and she knocks it out of the park, just already establishing her legacy of how great she's going to be in the future. Absolutely love the movie, love the cinematography shots, of course love that Victoria's Secret model that's in it, but anyways, I absolutely love The Witch.
Wrap it up.
Definitely Robert. Oh my god, definitely Robert Eggers' best film to date. Until we get the fourth one, and we'll see how that goes. But as of right now, number one, The Witch.
Yeah, man, the Vivitch for me as well. Until we get the sequel, the 13-inch. I love the simplicity of this one. I hope that for his fourth feature that he goes back to that well and does a much smaller scale, because I think his style is perfectly suited to something like this, and it holds up, man. And like Brad said on several occasions, it's really something that you every time you revisit it, you get a little something different out of it, and it gets better almost each time you watch it. So, yeah, man, the Vivitch, the Witch.
All right. Yeah, man. So, guys, that is our ranking for the Robert Eggers movie. We'll definitely be doing another one of these videos for an updated version when Robert Eggers comes out with his fourth film, which I'm pretty sure, from what I understood, he already has a fourth film idea. We just got to wait patient. Oh, yeah, that's right. And I am all on board on that. So, guys, what did you think about our ranking of the Robert Eggers films? Do you agree with our list, or do you even have a different list where you put the Lighthouse at number one? Let us know in that comment section down below, and let's get that discussion rolling.
Oh, they're fond of the lobster. If it's number one, man. I like it. Yeah, you can find us. If you want to help us find the good reels, you can do so by finding us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Letterboxd, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Those links are down below for you to find.
Absolutely, and be sure to like this video, share, and subscribe. And Chris, what can they do to that bell?
Ring it, a ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Damn right. So you all know when the next set of videos and rankings are up and running. And without further ado, my lobster dinner is actually ready because I am fond of me lobster.
And don't go spilling your beans.
And don't run out of drink.
Yeah, it's a sin.
the-
Yes,
My
yes,
God, it's the only medicine.
Even Kylo agreed right there. So, guys, we'll see you later. Have a good day.
Gracias.
De nada.
We.